Okay, boys, this is day 25, and I just opened up with I watched that Blue Lock episode. Like, fuck! I said I wasn't gonna be consuming content and shit, and I was consuming content this morning. Like, fuck. So, this is kind of this wasn't like points that I wrote down for you guys. It's really points I wrote down for myself, okay? And it kind of made me realize that I have to start unlearning things because I've I technically I learned to be good at watching content. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's an actual thing, but like basically I built up the habit of watching content, and it's natural for me to do that, to just do it because it's a habit now. So today I want to talk about unlearning. Like, shit, bro, I got a lot of unlearning to do because there's a lot of things that I learned that don't serve me, you know? So I gotta deprogram myself. So like some things that I learned that don't serve me is like I learned to just wake up in the morning and check my phone. That's something you gotta unlearn, Elijah. I learned to just read comments every single day. You know what I mean? I learned to constantly keep myself stimulated. Nah, we gotta unlearn this shit. Unlearn it. Unlearn all these bad habits. Replace these bad habits because, habits are basically things that you get good at. You get good at things you do repetitively. So I got good at watching content. I got good at just checking my phone without anything. So what I want to do is like replace those things with getting good at like doing the work, getting good at writing content, getting good at doing the scripts, getting good at all of those things. Okay. And so one of the biggest things I got to unlearn is like the consuming content for knowledge. Like, in all honesty, I don't need more knowledge, right? Like, um, what I have here is that progress doesn't come from knowledge, it comes from action, right? It's not about what you consume, it's about what you do. I say it in every single video. I feel like I do this motion every single video. But yeah, it's comes from action. You got to take action. In order to make progress towards anything requires action. If like I just made a video today to one of my boys, like if you want to change your environment, you got to take action to change your environment. Like you can have the standards, you can have the morality, the high standards, but if you're in a toxic environment, it doesn't matter, right? Because those standards, the morality, the mindset, it's all in your head. It doesn't change anything around you, right? In order to change something, it requires you to take action. So my boy was like, he was in a toxic environment. Well, if you want to get out of a toxic environment, you get out of a toxic environment. Don't make it too complicated. There's no amount of mindset shifts you can make or something like that. You just got to take action. Okay? Take more action. Okay? Knowledge, too much knowledge is bad for you. Okay? You don't need to learn more, you need to do more. Okay? Men are doers, men must take action. Say it every single freaking video. So that's something that I need to also be doing. So some of the things that I want to be doing is like recording some videos for my boys. Hell, I actually unlisted my old videos. So now you guys can see how bad I was back then and shit like that and see the progress. So there's that. And yeah, so yeah, and then I have a little break here because this is kind of what I want to focus on. It's active masculinity, actually active doing shit, being a penetrative force, being at the cause and not at the effect, meaning that you're out there penetrating the world, doing things. That's what we want. That's what we want. Stop with the passivities. Okay, the thing is, when we consume content, we're constantly in this passive mode. Like it literally means, even in the literal sense, like we're sitting down, watching content, not doing anything. We're just sitting there staring at a fucking screen. You know what I mean? That's passive. As men, we must be actively doing things, like active masculinity. So this is what I mean, meaning that we're doing things to grow, to progress towards our purpose and shit like that. Okay, so don't be passive, right? That's what we want to kill. We want to unlearn the passive things that we've learned. Wait, what? We have to, yeah, unlearn the passivity. There's a lot of things that we learn that force us to be passive. I want to like deprogram myself from that mindset and focus more on like getting in the habit of doing, of being active. Okay, so being active means you are a penetrating force in the world. You know what I mean? So it's a little like analogy that I just thought of, or not I just thought of, but I got reminded of, is that if you're a man and you have a penis, and the woman, that means you're the penetrating force. The penis penetrates. Am I right? Am I right? So as a man, you must penetrate the world, meaning that you must that type of shit. Okay? You must be doing. You must be the doer, not getting dude. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But basically, create, do, give, right? Put out into the world. Yeah, I just said create. But yeah, so it's a short video today. That's just all the things I wanted to talk about. It's like I need to I realized that even though I made the decision to not consume content, that much content anymore, it's like I realized like my tendencies is like to be in this passive mode of consuming content. That's because I built up the bad habit. Like it's been ingrained into me to go into this passive mode. So I'm actively trying to unlearn these things, to unlearn the watching Blue Lock, or to unlearn, watching content and shit like that, right? I gotta unlearn it and then replace it with doing things, with the active masculine things. So yeah, that's it for the video today. Yeah, as you guys can see, if you guys wanted to look, I created new kind of things, like weekly task, 3-page draft and all of this shit. Milestones, like numbers I want to hit, and then personal improvements, things to help me get to where I want to go. Especially the more writing part. I honestly, I like writing. I like writing, I like typing, and yeah. So no stimulating content, no sugar plus outside food. So that's kind of like how my new little side of this board looks like. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.